I want to cuddle you and kiss you.
I love you too, my precious wonders. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I go by the name of Eric. She's Rachel. And together, we comprise the Talking with Famous People crew.
Talking with Famous People crew.
We're putting together a crew because we're going to make a heist.
Yeah.
Rachel and I have been watching the new season of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Finally, I got around to saying, Dad, what's your Spectrum login information so we can watch these things for free on the internet?
Yeah.
And just that easy. But
wow, it's so nice that it's that easy.
Yeah.
And he's getting the most out of his money too, because you're actually using it.
He's using one of the services that comes with what he's buying.
Mm-hmm.
So Rachel and I have a approximately 3:30 a.m. departure date for
Mom.
departure time today.
Yeah, 3:30.
Now our metaphorical plane, that's to say my car, takes off. No, we leave it at 3:30 in the morning coming up. It's currently 8:18. So like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. 7 hours we'll leave. I would like to get in a little bit of a nap before then. Take a bath for sure. So I think basically we're going to live stream for a while. Head on in after that, or I will anyway. And take a bath and rest my eyes for a few hours. And then get up and type this guy at 2 a.m. I also want to pack up before I go to bed.
Yeah. Thanks. We definitely need to get rest for sure.
I mean, I got not zero sleep last night. You know, I was lying down with the lights out for at least 5 or 6 hours, but probably asleep for like 4 or 5. But still, it's not like I'm going on. It's not like I'm going into a second night. That's when things get weird. It's the second night when you start to feel strange and you're wondering if the range is on. That song's about being up for 2 nights in a row. You haven't slept. Like, if I didn't sleep last night and then I didn't sleep tonight, well, that'd be a big problem. But even if I don't get any sleep before we go tonight, it'll be fine. But I would like to just lie down and rest myself. And also, SI attendance is really powerful. If I just make sure I take a bath and slow down, eat some stuff, drink some stuff, just rest, like lie down still for a while, it makes a world of difference.
Same. I'm learning that too.
But even so, I'm excited to go on this trip.
Me too. It's gonna be fun.
Well, I like the way that we're timing our departure so that here's the thing. You leave at 3:30 in the morning. You know, you get 4 hours of driving in before the sun comes up. And then that's when it feels like, okay, now we're starting our drive, but you've already chopped 4 hours off of it. And, you know, by the time it's noon, we will be a solid 8 hours into the drive.
No. Are we booking our hotels beforehand?
No, because first of all, we don't know where we're going to stop the first night. So, we should book it whenever we say we're going to stop.
Okay.
I definitely am saying I'm not looking to go more than about 12 hours of driving.
Okay, that's good.
And then we'll be able to get a good night's sleep wherever we stop. And then we'll only have 5 hours the next day.
That was another thing your dad was saying about that. We should definitely look at like how, I guess maybe look where there are on the map beforehand, because in his mind, I mean, I don't know when the last time he drove there was, but he said that there aren't that many stops.
I mean, the thing is, of course, it's a cognitive function issue. he thinks the trip is better when there aren't surprises and you plan everything. I think a trip is better when you drive off without any idea what you're going to do. I wouldn't mind booking the hotel in Buckley for Tuesday.
Before we get there.
Monday night
Mm.
and probably Tuesday night too. And but the thing is, I don't want to book the first hotel because I don't know how long. It depends. I might get tired faster. We might have a lot of energy. It might go an extra hour or not, or so.
I trust you.
It's gonna be just fine.
And then, like he said, if I need to be sensible, I'll be sensible. I'll say something. I won't be quiet about it.
That's fine. The thing is, I was hesitant about mentioning to my dad where we were going because I kind of anticipated that there'd be a certain amount of that. Like, what? We're going to Washington State? Oh, son, I mean, you need to do this first and this what? Freaking shit. I've traveled cross country plenty in the car, and you do not have to do any such thing. Worst case scenario, you find a place, you pull over, you sleep for a few hours, and that's the absolute worst case scenario. That's not that big of a deal.
No, I think I'm gonna do some of my packing now. Maybe I'll have a light coffee.
That sounds good.
And take a nap with you for sure.
Well, let's aim to make this a live stream that ends before 9:30.
Okay. Yeah.
That gives us a full hour, but then it gives us still some time to lie down and get a few winks, as they say.
That sounds good.
So, one thing I wanted to mention was when Kyra came over yesterday, she and I, we really didn't jam out much because we went in there to use the piano, and as soon as we got all set up, my dad came home from the store, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to keep this short because I don't like invading his space, basically. And so, we did cut it short. We only really recorded one thing that we played together. I picked this simple 4-chord progression and played on the guitar, and she played on the piano.
Yeah.
There's Dad.
Speaking of, he's coming in.
Hi, Dad.
My Chase card is no good, right?
Correct. They canceled it. They're gonna send you a new one.
Okay. I can throw it away or cut it up.
Was it Chase? It was the Chase card. I don't remember which card it was. It was the Courtyard Bond Boy card.
Remember, we went through all that.
For evening here.
You're in a rock and an island? Would you say you're
Rock Island?
Are you a rocky island? Are you a Rocky Mountain oyster?
You're my Jamaica flavor at Baskin Robbins.
Thanks, darling.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that song, Hermetica. You were Boad Azef. I was literally sending you go live vibes for 10 minutes.
Well, I'm glad that you sent those vibes.
Rachel received them. She's the one who suggested it.
Yeah, because I was thinking about the last time when you were packing for Arizona. You had the live stream while you were packing.
Well, Horse Mumbler, good news. We just had the oil changed about a week and a half ago. And as is consistent with the Mini, after the first week of an oil change, after about a week or week and a half of an oil change, it burns through a little bit of oil and it settles, and I usually have to add a quart. But then it's fine. So I just added that quart, and yeah, it's good. I got the oil change a week and a half ago, and then I just added a new quart, and it's all, what do you call it? Full synthetic. So it should be running great now. Thank you, though. Yeah, it's true. You should check on that.
Thank you, Running Fox. I'm wearing makeup that I feel like when I sleep in it, I can wake up in it and it'll still look good. So low maintenance stuff. Like I'm like prepping myself pretty much to like be ready to go when we need to go.
Right. Okay. Well, those chairs in the car, they lay down very flat, and I don't want you to feel any sense of obligation to talk to me and stay awake at all. You just rest your little heart out.
Okay.
And whenever you wake up, you wake up. In fact, I'm thinking what I'll do is I'm going to bring these headphones so I can listen to my phone and not bother you while you're sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done full. In fact, I just washed the car too and vacuumed it all out and everything. So the car's ready for the trip. And we're ready for the trip. We've got plenty of weed.
Yeah.
This weed it lasts a lot longer, right?
It does last a lot longer.
I pack a bowl expecting it to pull through like the last one would have, and it doesn't. And then maybe I pull one more, and then I'm just like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, I do too. I'm very, very much like, okay, I can have 2, maybe 2.5 nugs in my pipe, and I'm like, that's good. I don't really need to like break it up or anything.
Basically, David White, we're going to Mount Rainier in Washington State. We're going to a place. No, we haven't, Octavia Silva. You know what? We'll put this in an envelope right now during the stream. Okay, I'll get an envelope and we'll envelope it. Once it's enveloped, we'll mail it for sure.
Yeah.
I will get up and do that after I pull a couple of bowls.
The belt is in the room too, so we have that for you because you won the belt as well. It's a red belt.
I'm going to. Oh yeah, the Mini's. The Mini really Horse Mumbler is the first car that I've taken pretty good care of. Now, not great. Sometimes I let it get dirty for a long time before washing it, But in terms of mechanical stuff, I've taken really good care of it. I've gotten the oil change. The last oil change was a little late, but I've always put in full synthetic, and I also put in this oil stabilizer shit that costs more. Like it's this, I forget what it's called. Regardless, it's like extra, like oil the fuck out of your engine so that it can withstand anything kind of oil, When do we leave? 3 in the morning, maybe 3:30. 3:30 because I got a typing session from 2 to 3. Rachel's packing. I'm gonna envelope Octavia's stuff, and then I'm gonna start packing a little bit too. But what I started to talk about, and I want to play for you guys, is this thing. So, like I said, Kyra and I recorded together playing for about 10 minutes or something at the most, where we were both playing, and put no work at all into thinking about making any kind of a track with her or anything. I assumed that wasn't going to happen. But what I was shocked to discover when I listened to the recording of us jamming out together was there were big sections of it that were incredibly in time, like what's it called? Metronome. And in fact, when I put it together and I dropped in 120 drums under it, they fit perfectly. And listen to this. So it's like I've worked on it a fair amount, but I didn't have to do much to make the drums fit at all. It's very strange.
Yeah.
So obviously it's gonna have vocals and stuff with it, but Kyra kind of killed it on the piano there. Just jamming out for a little bit. Sounds really good. I guess I got lucky in miking it too. It kind of mic'd out really nicely. The guitar is there, clear to hear, but so in a supporting role for sure. And then the drums, they just freaking fit right underneath. Now, granted, it was some loops. How did I meet her? I met her here. Yeah, there will be vocals. Rachel and I wrote the words for it, and I've been practicing singing. I just haven't recorded any vocals yet. And I have Rachel actually do the vocals on this because it seems like the kind of a song that would have a girl's voice, like the girl who sings After Hours, that BU song. If you close the door, the light would just forever, But I also was just thinking right there as I was listening to it, the video that I imagine for this song it's like there are people in a room and they've like got numbers, right? And then when their number is called up, they go and there's this table and there's a bunch of objects on it. You can't see, and the viewer can't see the objects. The person, you see them looking at the objects. And then they take one of the objects and they walk through a room where people are in folding chairs, applauding and looking at it. And she holds it up there. Like, doesn't that sound like that? And then the next person goes and does it. And then at the very end of each person, you can see what the object is. It's always something ordinary, like an ashtray or a candle. Or
what an interesting concept.
I never had those kind of thoughts either.
I love that.
About like videos or NI kind of concepts, but
yeah,
doesn't it seem to sound like somebody showing fancy things to somebody?
It is. It's like that background music at special dinners and stuff too. You know what I mean?
Special dinners?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I imagine is it's like maybe the person who's showing things, people showing you things are like waiters coming into a special dinner and showing the thing.
Yeah.
And it's always like, some food. In that case, it'd be like a bowl of pea soup or something.
Yeah, but like that runway.
I like it too. I mean, but I don't know. I agree. It
They're
does
making
seem
them mundane.
it does seem to have like a fancy dinner quality. But I would say the runway thing is more like it's got a society event.
Right.
Feel.
Yeah, it's people with big sunglasses.
Tearing Up My Heart by NSYNC. I don't know that song.
Tearing up my heart when I'm with you. When we are apart, I feel it too. And no matter what I do, I feel the same. With or without you. I was a big NSYNC fan.
Cloud, why
Hey, Sandy.
don't you watch ones you haven't seen before though? Why would you want to rewatch them? Now, listen, I get that it's nicer to watch ones that you yourself are in probably, but I would suggest it'd be more gratifying to watch ones that you've not watched before. I'm sure you haven't watched them all.
Yeah. What?
What?
Watch them all. What?
Well, Cloud's saying he says he's thinking about rewatching my live streams, binge watch them.
Binge watch them.
But
Wow.
I was saying, I think. I mean, it came out. It
was.
It came out great.
It did
I was
come out
surprised.
great.
I was really surprised because we had no plan at all going in. We didn't get to play together for very long because I didn't want to impose my dad inside the house and he was back from the store. So,
No, it really was magic.
yeah, it's like, wow. I didn't,
You played so well.
yeah, you're great, man. You did a great job. Sounds beautiful. It's so funny for me because it's like I'm spending all the time on Siddhartha trying to get it to come together, and it's really fighting me,
Ooh.
And
Yeah, I
then
can feel that.
and then I listen to this thing that we jammed out on for 5 or 10 minutes, and I was like, damn, that pops, So it's weird. Music's weird and strange. I had another thing that I came up with today that I thought was pretty cool. I'll play it for you. It's this one or this one? Oh, it's this one. Of course it is. Thwackage on a Saturday morning. That's what it's called. Got a cat named Pepito and a dog named Ferd. Cassiopeia is the name of my bird. Got no clouder, got no pack. Cassie's in a murder, and that's a fact. Lions in a pride, exaltation of doves, a shit ton of signs and one pair of gloves. Bottle whales, bottom face, sneak up, hide my face and catch a red foot, Jake face in the rain. There's a crash of rhinos and a knot of toads. Porcupines a prickle, crowding the roads. Drive a drove of pigs and yoke a team of oxen. Sail a smack a jellyfish from the flotsam. Oh my God. I have to work on it. Executing both of them, something like this, it takes a lot of practice because everything's got to really pop or else it's not done. Yeah, vocals are hard to make. They're easy to make, they're hard to record. It's very difficult to get a good recording of a vocal tape that you've been trying to store. And what's the thought on Jacob Collier? I don't know no Jacob Collier. Jacob Collier, call your mother. You need to call your mother, Jacob. Jacob Collier, Jacob, call your mother. You need to call your mother, Jacob.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what my thought is about Jacob Collier. He needs to call his mother and call her. He's taller than his mother, so call her. There's a hot dog in a hallway because vocals are hard to make. Hot dog in a hallway and vocals are hard to make. Check my boy. Hot dog in a hallway, vocals are hard to make. And Joseph Jacob Collier means to be a fake. I did really feel shy and awkward when we were live streaming. I wasn't shy about the music part though. About that, I was totally creaming. Curious Carrie, you're an amazing young woman, says Winston's mom. Running Fox starts to cry and laugh concurrently. That's the sort of illogical thing that FI allows you to do. You can cry and laugh concurrently, even though it seems that those two things run afoul of each other, but it don't matter at all. When Logic is running the active thing and
Yeah! Get the meow meow meow.
Thanks,
Go.
check out Jacob Collier. He's an incredibly talented composer. I'm curious on your live reaction. I could get a copyright infraction. You don't want me to get a copyright infraction? Don't be curious about my reaction. Don't want me to get a copyright infraction. Don't be curious about my reaction. Jacob Collier isn't need to be, well, that's no big deal to me, cause so am I then to see it. I'm running for president. Gatton. Who's Gatton?
Delilah just asked to call when we get a chance.
Okay, let's call her. Let's find out what she wants. Say holla. Yeah, let's call her.
Call. Voice call. Long
Hey there, Delilah, what's going on? How are you doing in this song? Okay. All right. Chill out. I know this song.
that's a relationship between family members.
So she got a she has I put her phone number on my bank account as one of the phone numbers. This phone number should be on it too, but do I get a message too? Let me see.
It should.
No, I don't I didn't get a message from the bank. Anyway, the charge was at CVS, but for $106.99, which is the cost of my prescription. So it's got to be that. But the name on it was Come and Go Gas at CVS Pharmacy. And there's no gas station at that CVS. So I don't know what to make of it. So I should call them. I'm going to call the bank, I guess. Like Delilah said. I do have this thing here. I don't remember my yeah though. Oh, my beautiful darling. It's cool. It's okay. I understand. It's okay. You just care. And I appreciate that. Sorry I didn't return your call. Sorry I didn't. I was hard to get a hold of. God damn it. Don't. What the fuck?
What's going on?
I was in the middle of writing and it deleted my message.
Oh, that is what the fuck.
Hey, no problem, Delilah. I understand that it's just you caring, and I love you too. And sorry I was difficult to get a hold of. I know that's irritating.
Oh, Pee-pee, I'm sorry.
Voice to text fucked that all up.
Ooh. The kitty power. Oh, yes, the kitty queen. Bio. She's a kitty pass winner. And she's winning it all.
But hopefully you get the gist of it. Okay. Delilah's dealt with. I was gonna call the bank, but I really need to. It's gotta be my prescription. It's the same price as my
is.
prescription. It says CVS on it.
Yeah.
But why does it say Come and Go
Because-
Gas at CVS?
Because you did at the drive-thru.
But there's no gas station at that CVS.
Gas?
Some CVSs might have a gas station, but that one doesn't.
Why don't you call? She might be right. It might be best to call.
Okay, can you give me the number?
It's on the. Oh, I'm sorry.
Send me the phone.
Hold on. Okay. 800.
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
That's
Now.
weird. That's weird.
What?
That is weird. Why would it? Gas.
1-800.
869 3557. Oh, kitty, Daddy.
I'm gonna miss you for a little bit.
Remain on the line for the next available representative. We're sorry, all of our bankers are busy assisting other callers. Due to unexpected call volume, we estimate that your call will be answered in approximately 8 minutes.
Bye, Randy Fox. Well, you're going down hole for 8 minutes. What has MK Mind Control Elements Club? MK Ultra?
All bankers are busy assisting other customers. Please stay on the line for
Bye, Ernie Fox.
Yeah, this is fun. I like this. Kubrick died 666 days before 2001.
Please continue to hold, and your call will be
Cool.
answered in the order.
What mean do you make of that? Yeah, it's great. I like this jazzy music.
Me too.
This is the sort of hold music that makes you go like, you picture yourself in a coffee commercial sitting out on a deck and the sun's rising and you're sipping your first cup of coffee.
Yeah.
It's great being on hold. I feel so inspired by this new morning.
It's inspiring.
I love being on hold to this song. Yeah, go on, guys. This is a fun kind of hold kind of song. Yeah.
We appreciate your patience.
Oh,
All of our bankers are still busy.
I appreciate your appreciating my patience.
Available banker.
They appreciate my patience. Did you hear, guys? Eric's a very patient guy, apparently. So, earlier, Raphael emailed me after that session we had, and he wanted to pay me to type him again. Now, first of all, note, being an INFJ, I guess not all, but a lot of INFJs will do this. They ask for a discount because why not? A lot of times people say yes, like I did. Okay. Anyway, so after I decided he wanted to pay me full price to type him again. Like, come on, dude.
Currently, we are experiencing an unusually high call volume.
What do you guys think about that guy? No, I'm just look. There was an attempted charge that was not by me on my card, but the interesting thing is that I have my card. It wasn't lost or stolen, and the charge was declined. So the bank correctly understood it as fraudulent. But it's also the case that I need them to not cancel this card right now because I'm about to go out of town. But I guess if I go to the ATM first, maybe. I don't know. Right? Really, they need to not cancel it right now, though. Raphael, yeah. Well, this is the thing. There's this phenomenon that happens when people are not happy with their type. What they typically will do is first argue that there are some special circumstances that made the results not representative of who they are. And their point is usually the same, which is hopefully my typing accounts for that kind of stuff. And that, in fact, to the extent that you're trying to game it, I've accounted for that. That I'm evaluating how you're gaming it because different types game it differently. But I mean, I didn't really think he was exactly gaming it, but I had a clear sense that he wanted to be an EXP. Or thought he was, I guess. I guess if you think you are, you're going to want to be one because simply you get used to the idea. You're like, wait, hold on. But yeah, well, listen, Mom, it crossed my mind too. That's one of the things about that's the actual challenge of the German, of the non-native speaker, is that I can't cue on some of the audio cues that I might cue on normally for INTJ. I can't cue on certain FE things because it's a different culture, so I don't know how exactly their FE is. It makes it but it did occur to me that he was INTJ possibly. Um, I mean, his answers were all, as far as his self-reporting answers, they were all FE. But can we trust those self-reporting answers? I don't know. Yeah, it's weird, right? Email answers? That's not something I usually encounter. If somebody thinks they're an ENTP, they're never an INFJ or an ENTP. They're ESFP, ENFP,
Yeah.
very unusual for an INFJ to
We apologize for the delay. Currently, we are experiencing an unusually high call volume. Please continue to hold for the next available banker.
I found it very revealing the way he was. Look, the TI that INFJs have is directed towards larger FE equations a lot of times. It's not necessarily it plays out more as a metaphysical value, but I didn't tell him he was stupid. What do you mean? Look, God. Yeah, it's true, David Grandin. True. Well, I mean, what the thing is, what Miadia was saying, Desiree TJ was saying, was that he could answer the TI questions a lot better than that. What happens when you tell an INFJ they're stupid? I did not tell him he was stupid.
We apologize for the delay. Currently, we are experiencing
But
an
it does. It is. It's on the whole of the banks. There's a fraud charge.
Welcome to Wells Fargo. My name is Linda. How may I help you?
Hi. I got a No, it's fine. They're not going to cancel the card until after I get back. And they put notes on the card telling the bank that I'm going to be going to Washington and coming back, so that the bank won't like decline any charges because it thinks they're suspicious. What happened was somebody tried to buy gas out of my card. Of course, they don't have my card. I have my card. And I don't understand how they could even have done it. But the thing about trying to buy gas with a card is the banks are aware of where you are. So it's like I bought a quart of oil at Vons at 5 p.m. Like 2 hours after that, somebody far away from me tried to buy gas with my card, and it got declined. This is not the first time this has happened to me, that somebody far away from me has tried to buy gas and the bank declines it and alerts me to it. So you have, if you are trying to fraudulently use a credit card, that's probably not going to work. No thanks. Hi, Hambone. Rachel and I are excited. I'm excited we're getting ready to meow. $100 in gas is a lot. Gas is used to test a card number because you're not dealing with the cashier and take off his cone. Oh, that's fine. Listen, that's fine. Don't be mad at her, Hambone. Okay? Don't be mad at her. Cut her some slack. Just keep a log, and someday bust it out and say, "This is how many blowjobs you owe me." I've been keeping track, lady. I did not tell him he seemed stupid at all. Who interpreted that from what I said? I just said his TI, the speed of it, was not second slot. Because, like, I don't know the answer to those questions that I'm showing him on the thing, right? And I wait for him to figure it out. When I see he's about to figure it out, I go, okay, this is the answer. It's a lot faster. Give her some counseling. Counsel her in your ways. Yes. Listen to James. He seems wise in the ways of women. I need a beverage. I do. I need a beverage, and I need to drink it. I mean, it's kind of equivalent to Rachel's, I guess. Rachel tested herself the other day on some TI shit she wanted to know. I didn't ask her. I don't care, but INFJ Third Slot TI can be quite good if it's quite practiced. And they are a diverse type, like any type. Some of them are more TI quick than others, Who is that person on that picture behind you on the fourth slot? Who is that person on the picture behind you on the fourth slot? Oh. That would be me. That's little Eric. Little Eric. Here's another little Eric. Little Eric getting a haircut. See little Eric getting a haircut? Here's another little Eric getting a haircut.
What happened?
Little Eric, little Eric. Here's your,
Oh,
there's your vanities.
that's where the manatees went.
Uh-huh. Because somebody asked, well, what's that? Who's that person in that picture? And what they're really saying is, I'm going to find Rachel's four-leaf
You
clover.
did, because you're my four-leaf clover.
It wasn't me, or somebody there found it.
Oh no, but you physically found it, and you thank you someone in there for asking, because now I know. Now I'm not so confused.
Do you know what kind of lady you are?
No.
Extremely special.
Oh,
That's what kind of lady you are.
thank
Watch out for Kitty.
you, baby. Sorry, Kitty.
I was,
Oh, she was in the Levins too.
she was sitting right by your foot.
Oh, she was.
I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee. You want coffee?
Yes, please. So what happened with the card?
Somebody attempted a fraudulent charge
Oh,
at a gas
shit.
station. No, but it's okay. Look, the thing is, when people get a card number, they'll often try it at a gas station. The good news is they're not going to cancel the card until after I get back from Washington, and I'll call them then. And they put my travel itinerary notes on the card, so they're expecting charges going up the coast
Oh,
to Washington and back. And if some charge someplace else, is not going to be
that's
accepted.
advanced.
Yeah, it's pretty cool at first.
Yeah, that is, because I'm thinking like, because I'm thinking like that would be a big disappointment, but it ain't no big disappointment. I mean, shit happens. What you gonna do? But I'm happy to hear that.
Well, the banks have a pretty good understanding of your buying habits. Yeah, I'm sure they have algorithms that evaluate your purchases to see if they're consistent with what you.
Thanks, Delilah.
Has he been holding fourth and fourth? With no sparsely filled white shelving? Wow.
What?
Obama. Has Obama started live streaming or something? Where is the scissors?
In the drawer?
They go into this.
Oh, I know. That's why I was asking. I had that in my hand because I was asking you.
Huh.
You trimmed your stash with it, didn't you? Did you put it back in?
I don't know. It's a mystery. It's wrapped in an enigma. It's wrapped in a mysterious thing. It's wrapped in an enigmatic thing.
It really is. Because I haven't seen them in days.
Okay. Are there strangers in our midst, James?
You know, James used to be a stranger.
If there are any strangers, I want somebody to please get the tar and somebody else to please get the feathers.
Yeah.
Where are my cigarettes? I just saw it.
I have them.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome. B.T. Walton, the day of reckoning is coming soon. You cannot imagine the fury that I will unleash upon you, Aaron. I cannot wait to see the helpless look on your face when you realize I was wrong. I was the wrong one to mess with.
Bill Walton, I never messed with you.
I feel really bad for Aaron.
Yeah, I never messed with you, Bill Walton. You know, all I did was share my deep anguish at having to ever hear your voice.
That's not a plus that's come out of COVID, not having to hear his voice.
Yeah, the one advantage of COVID is there's no basketball game being broadcast by Bill Walton. Of course, the only way we can accomplish that apparently is to have no basketball games at all.
They're not bringing it back.
Well, there they are. And then we're going to get Bill Walton again. Bill Walton. He is so terrible.
Broad Chariot says too, don't worry, Eric. You said Aaron.
I mean, we've got a weird sleepy. Well, we've got a weird SI schedule here tonight because I've got this typing at 2 in the morning. Who is this then? A simpering fool. Am I a simpering fool? You found a thing? What thing? It's called your penis, James.
Oh, kitty pants.
It's called your penis, and keep your hands off of it. You're gonna grow hair on your palms if you keep touching it. I wish the world could again come together, stand up against China. I need to be president, is what needs to happen.
Oh, push. I love you too, Capillo.
Oh, Kitty of Love, Kitty
Yes,
of Wonder.
Is Kitty of Love, Kitty of Wonder. Oh, if I don't.
My delightful hero.
Yes. Oh, Coffee Kitty. Kitty Bedroom Winner. Who's the Kitty Bedroom Winner?
Pee-pee.
Yep.
I am the one who lurks within the shadows, the one who lurks in the corner of your peripheral that makes you glance over and only see nothing. Bill Walton, I wish you were that disappearing. You're not even close to that disappearing. Bill Walton can't be within 100 yards of you without everybody knowing. I'm Bill Walton. There I am, talking about bullshit again.
Hambone seems to really want to speak with you.
Do you want to talk to me on the phone or what?
Do you want to speak with him on the phone? Do you think that's easier, Hambone? Darkwing Duck. Oh my gosh. That's bringing back 90 vibes. Email down facts.
Yeah, I know the city. I got directions to it already. I don't know the exact house or anything. No, I mean hotel rooms. I'll figure it out when I get there. You know, how hard can it be?
What do you recommend? Do you have any places in mind?
God, Dad. So you're so my dad, Hambone. Just so
He might
what my
know.
dad does. So now, some of you booked. No, I haven't booked any fucking hotels. We'll figure it out on the fly.
Yeah, but he might know of some places.
I agree, Rachel. I
Yeah,
agree.
I'm only saying that
I
because
agree.
we thought we were going to find places along the ridge when we Thanksgiving night,
True.
like
True.
and the snowstorm. So
Yeah, true. And
we did
that
it.
is, in fact, the winning argument here. Eric, you have a history of failure. I do.
Who doesn't have some history? But that did happen. We thought we were going to find a place and we didn't.
Well, the thing is, regardless, we're not going to be trying to drive across snow-covered mountain roads.
Yes,
So it
exactly.
should
Right.
Make it a little easier.
Right. My goodness, Lovingtons.
I know we have one more jar of this shit, don't we?
What? Yeah,
Powder creamer?
I thought we did too.
I'm pretty sure.
There's something here, right here on the table.
Oh. Yeah.
Kitty pageant winner. She's won all of them. She's so pretty. Kitty Pat Wonder.
You're the kind of cat who's in the kind of commercials where you show how much body and sheen your hair has.
Yes. And it can also say Kitty Pageant winner Capillo the dress, the shampoo for shine and body. Because she has the sheen. And she's got the body.
You don't stay in hotels there because you live there. Are there hotels there? Is your little town have any hotels in it? Or motels? I'm sure they're very eager for business at this point. I expect there to be good rates on motel rooms. No, he excludes all hotels and motels from the field of his vision and awareness. Because he doesn't stay there because he lives there. Get one of these. Did you finish all the Panda Express?
No, it's in the fridge.
Alright, cool. I might have a couple of bites of that real quick.
Cool. Oh my goodness, there's only one that I know of. Okay, so we should do some looking.
What are we looking for?
There's only one motel. It's 2-star. I've never been inside.
There's 2-star. Alright, cool. Well, I mean, like, is there a town like 20 minutes away from you that has a hotel or something? 30 minutes away? I'm sure we'll find something relatively close.
I just think that we should just look on
Alright, we will.
Google.
We
It's
will.
so easy.
We will.
Gapoo. Gapoo. No, but he is giving us info. Akapoo. I can help as much as I can too, if you want me to. Look at me.
Well, we can book the hotel in Washington ahead of time so we know where we're going to be there. We know where we're going to be when we're there.
Right.
But we can't book the first night hotel because we're not sure where we're going to be when we want to stop.
No, but we definitely do want to be in an area where we know that there is one.
Sure, but I mean, you're not going to find any stretch of California very, very significant size above San Francisco that doesn't. You can't find a motel, the highway, 5.
Okay.
I mean, we're going on the 5.
Okay.
So it is the major interstate highway, and there's sort of hotels every 5 or 10 exits, I'm sure, at least.
Well, Reading was the place that your dad mentioned.
Mm-hmm. And Reading is actually the first place I lived. Let's see what lawnmower did. I think that was an accident. I'm thinking he meant to time you out, lawnmower. I don't think he meant to time you out. No, he didn't. That was an accident. He must have butt timed you out.
I'll be like that. Go.
Now, listen, lawnmower, here's the good news. If you're still here at the end of your timeout, you will get a transubstantiated bong rip in recognition of your suffering, of the unjust suffering.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't there a thing that breaks your ego? I don't understand why one would want to break one's ego, because that would make you feel bad. I don't want to feel bad. Please don't break my ego. Breaking my ego. Listen, we all fail all the time. There's nothing. You just have to live with it in life. It's fucking annoying, but it's true. To show you what I mean by this, let's play this here now. From this point forward, I think. You can hear what I'm talking about. And she's a whore. Oh my God. Well, not that spot. This spot. My mistake. If I asked you very politely, I'm tired of all of your failure and failing, and I would be just as happy without it. Think you could stop failing now, please. Eric, you were bothering me. Your failure always stands in puddles. Makes me wonder who dropped you in what bottle. Constant failure, that's my game. Look at me, I'll fail my name. Look at me, I'll fail the same. No matter how many times I try the game, I'm constantly failing a lot. I'm failing like a big pile of snot. I'm failing. What? See? Failure. Look at me, I'm failing again. I can fail when, where, however, then, here, now, anytime that I got to fail. Wow, I'm good at it. Look at me fail. Here I go, failing again. Everything you do is happy and blue, and nobody ever wants to listen to you, you failure. So that is a little testimony to my failure. I hope you didn't enjoy it because it's failing. I'm constantly failing all of the time. Look at me, failing, it rhymes. Hey, I'm failing in this vat of pickles. I've heard a lot of comparisons to a lot of different people. The thing is, I believe personally that I'm by and large a better songwriter than Beck. I don't have a lot of respect for Beck as a songwriter, frankly. He's all style, no substance. Now, granted, there are some good Beck songs. Mutations is a really good album. Lazy flies all hovering above. That's a good song. That's a really good song. But the thing is, it's like, okay, he can, even then, Sea Change is not as good. It's got a good song on it, but even then, there's too much any. And you might say, well, who are you to talk, Eric? Well, I mean, I'm not trying to, at this point, compare myself to Beck at all. I'm just saying this is the problem I have with Beck. Hi, Lawnmower. Let me transubstantiate that barn rip for you. Sorry for on Horse Mom Brewer's behalf. Wait, so you're saying he? I don't know. You're not talking about that. Did you know that you timed out Lawnmower? Horse Mom Brewer? Is that comment you're saying about Lawnmower or about It's just so? I don't think he intentionally timed you out. I'm pretty sure he did. That's your opinion. Suck it. Your opinion is that Cloud's an INTJ? Okay. Lots of people have lots of opinions about Cloud. He's popular to have opinions about. I'm assuming Horsemonger is going to respond here, Lawnmower. He just is a slow typer. Okay, so this bone rip is for Lawnmower. Rachel might accidentally time you out. Rachel accidentally timed out like 10 people already or something. So, oh, he did? Or did he respond by saying no? It was legit. Is that what he was referring to when he said it was a subtle and indirect insult, admittedly, which perhaps he didn't even realize, but ignorance is no excuse, or so I've heard. They're talking about what Lawnmower said? Oh, it wasn't for the message that got deleted. You couldn't be bothered because A, he implied insult to a lady. Where's Mumbler? But you see, people should be able to expect that there's some sort of standard that's going to be applied, right? Like he didn't do anything to justify timing them out, did he? What lady did he insult? How did he insult a lady? I mean, chivalry is not dead, but it's also weird. Granted, if you make some sort of insult to physical appearance or something, then that deserves to be timed out. So, if, for example, Lawnmower said, "Hey, horse mower, I don't like the way your hips are so pointy." Okay, that's fair. You time people out for physical appearance stuff, but I think Justin Bieber's an ISTP. Maybe I don't know. I just don't know him well enough. I remember the first time I saw him in an interview, I was stunned by how poised and effie slick he was at like 13 or something. He was very poised. All right. So anyway, Lawnmower, this bomber is going to be transubstantiated for you. Horse mumbler's explanation be damned. The county was approved for phase 2, so restaurants will be open to dine in at 50% capacity. Well, that's nice. I want to get a t-shirt that says, "I've already had COVID and recovered." And the reason I want to get this shirt is because all these COVID rules are completely just arbitrary, random shit, right? Because of that, if you wear that shirt, people will be incredibly confused as to what they're supposed to do. Wait, so that means you don't have to wear a mask? Well, sure, because I'm immune and I can neither contract nor give the disease. Oh, but the law says you have to wear a face mask. Well, I mean, for people who aren't immune, I guess that makes sense. Law is a law. Why do I have to wear a face mask though? Because I am immune. The thing is, of course, then they have to say, well, remember, next time you decide to try out your rifle, maybe aim at somebody who you can justify shooting a little bit better. I mean, that's the thing is, I'd be curious what would happen if I walked around with that shirt. You know, it just said, "I have already had COVID and recovered from it." And first of all, it's like, if let's say I'm not wearing a mask, it's over. You didn't do shit, okay? You didn't do shit. You were railroaded. That was not a just outcome for that trial. I'm overturning it on appeal, but I can't give you your 5 minutes back. All I can do is give you this transubstantiated bond right. Okay, so just to be clear, your appeal has been upheld. you win the appeal. So here's a bond right. If I'm not going to transubstantiate you too, you really deserve 2 bars, I think. I transubstantiate you to Lawnmower. And note, I'm going to tell you something else too, Lawnmower. Guess who's got a moratorium on transubstantiated bond rights for 2 weeks as a punishment. Horse mumbler. That's right. No transubstantiated bond rights for you for 2 weeks, horse mumbler. 2 weeks, okay? She's around here. She's right there. She's above Winston's mom and below Ethan McDonald, 942. She said, I probably do. You probably do what? You probably do the do? When you want to get gnarly, it's time to do the do.
This is Mountain Dew.
Good. Our goal is 9:30. We're gonna push our goal back to 10 o'clock max. It's 9:43. But we're gonna end this live stream in the next 13 minutes, everybody. And then bath time, lie down time, and then fun time adventure. So I will look up modals as well.
Okay.
Hey, horsepower, being able to make justifications is not the same thing as being able to justify. Hi, Archivio Silva. What did you do, Curious Turner? What you did was participate with me in a short jam that turned into a very promising thing that are going on here that I'm excited about. In fact, I'm happy with it, like even just as it is as an instrumental, such that I might just put up the instrumental version before I put up a one with vocals in it. How much of whose information is correct? C.S. Joseph's? I mean, here's the thing. Cognitive function knowledge isn't really about having information that's correct exactly. It's about doing analysis well. Well, he doesn't do it well, but, you know. People are strange when you're a stranger. Pew, 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 pew. Eating some poo. what is this channel? Is he a musician? Actually, most of the particularly ear tending, ear get intoing parts of that are not me at all. That's Kyra mostly. It's Kyra on the piano. I am playing the guitar and I threw the drums underneath it, but and I did some production shit with it. Like I pitch shifted some stuff and meowed around a little bit. But more or less, the main loop that is of value there is Kyra's doing.
Would you consider yourself a musician?
Am I a musician? Yes,
Yes.
I'm a musician. I consider
Yes, you
myself a
are.
musician.
Yeah.
I make a lot of music, and listen, there's nothing wrong with relating correct information that you've learned from other people. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
The problem that C.S. Joseph has is that he's claiming to have a system for typing people. Now, if he were claiming to tell you about your vibrations like Teal Swan, he wouldn't have any fucking problem, right? Because you can't meaningfully have those arguments. Won't do you any good to argue with Teal Swan that her understanding of vibrations are wrong, while my understanding of vibrations is right. Okay? That's not a meaningful distinction to make. If I tell Teal Swan that her interpretation of vibration is wrong, the only thing I could possibly say to her is, I don't like the way that you frame all these things so negatively. But regardless, it's not like I can say, no, I've got the correct interpretation of vibrations and other people have a wrong interpretation. It's just magic stuff. It's metaphor and magic. It doesn't work like that. So there's no way to make that kind of claim and mean anything at all. To say I am correct about the vibrations of spiritual energy and Teal Swan is wrong is crazy. I can't possibly make that claim because the only claim you could potentially make is to say that kind of thing is all bullshit, in which case you wouldn't have an alternative to it.
Can we please pull up some of her cards now?
Sure. But the thing is, that's not what C.S. Joseph is doing. If C.S. Joseph wants to engage in fundamentally intellectually dishonest behavior, I think, or at least if he wants to not have to engage intellectually with the material, he needs to engage by something other than cognitive functions. Because he's in the wrong business. It's like saying, it's true, C.S. Joseph. You don't have to believe and think what other people do. And it's true. If you want to believe those crystals are healing you and stuff, that's fine. The problem is you're trying to do a medical doctor's job. And you're seeing people with appendicitis and you're pushing crystals against their appendix. That's the problem, C.S. Joseph. If you were just having all of these ideas yourself at your house, fine. But, I mean, you're publicly telling people, I'm an ESTP. For the people who believe that I'm an ESTP, they're obviously going to be very confused by that. They're going to see an actual ESTP and they're going to go, you're not an ESP. ESPs are much more talkative and music-y and clever and fun, and you're kind of serious and badass. You're not an ESTP. Well, I mean, you know, Steve Jobs almost cured cancer with fruit diet and meditation.
No. He died because he didn't get treatment.
Cloud. The correct sentence is, Steve Jobs failed to treat his curable cancer by paying too much attention to fruit and bullshit. Okay? That's the only real correct sentence you can make about that. Because he was so captivated by fruits and bullshit, he failed to treat his cancer. That's what happened. He did not almost cure cancer with apricots and bullshit. Ay. Apricots and bullshit is a great name for a blog or a YouTube channel or something. It's all about It's like in the channel apricot and bullshit. But I was able to go in there and say, okay, here's something I was thinking about this morning that
No.
might be good for you.
No.
Maybe we just need to eat more celery. That might be good for you.
I actually heard that today. That someone said that you should eat more celery because it's only water in there. So you want to eat more celery.
You know what today's extra special healthy food is? Pomegranates. We're doing pomegranates today. These might just cure who knows what the fuck they
We
cure.
don't know whose classroom can't bring that into.
These could cure anything from a common cold to nothing at all. Aplomb. I sure do. I got a lot of aplomb, Teal Swan. You feeling a little threatened? Feeling a little threatened by my aplomb?
Let's see. Should I read?
Yeah, sure. Let's see what she says about my aplomb.
71. Aplomb. You think that would be good, right?
Yeah,
Oh
aplomb's
no.
good. You're dropping shit left and
They're
right.
all falling.
Pretty kitty in the background, sleeping in the thing. Pretty kitty in the background. Rachel, can you scoot this way, please? A little bit towards me.
There we go.
Pretty kitty in the
Oh
background.
my gosh. I am not reading this whole thing.
Yeah. Let me see.
Wait, hold on. I
I
think
got
I
my
went wrong.
glasses.
It's alchemy. Okay, here we go. I'm not reading the whole thing.
Just give us a little bit of it.
So Eric has, this is guidance from Teal Swan. Aplomb 71. If you have drawn this card upright, you are lining up vibrationally with victory and overcoming opposition through your confidence. Now is the time to assert yourself and be bold. You did not come to this life to live carefully and to stay safe. You may need to look after yourself at this time and be confident with expressing your needs and wants, otherwise you will not get your way. This is a time for you to know fundamentally who you are and what you stand for. If you're going to die 1 year from today, what would you do? What would you do and how would you want to be remembered?
Now, listen, Jason Blood. Here at Apricots and Bullshit, we're a lot more than just using fruit to save people. Okay? We're a lot more than that. We're also about using bullshit to save people. So you are correct. Steve Jobs did a lot more than just eat fruit.
He did.
He read a lot of books about holistic medicine.
Mm-hmm.
He learned about his chakras. He evolved. He evolved on the spot into a superior spiritual being with his meditations. And then he died of cancer.
The secret is that Steve Jobs' mentor was Teal Swan.
I think Kyra might be right.
I think so
I
too.
can kind of smell a little teal. A little teal on Steve Jobs, I think.
Sure, you can request a Teal Swan reading for Chariot.
Okay, I'll be Teal Swan.
Okay, yes.
You give me the card, and I'll use my spiritual luminary self to decipher it. Improvement. This card is about how all of our vibrations and our energies are about either moving forwards or moving backwards. For those of you who right now are stuck in your bubble, you have a place where you're moving backwards continually. This is a time for you to look forwards, to change the direction of your view. Nothing good comes from focusing on the past. Improvement's about moving away from your past, the past that you're so attached to right now. As a spiritual luminary, I have transcended these bonds of attachment, and you can follow me down my path. All you need to do is buy my next pack of cards called Moods and Tudes. It follows vibrations. After vibrations, we have moods and tudes. After moods and tudes, we've got random shapes. And after that, we've got words that Teal Swan thought of randomly. These are all worth it. Now, there's no reason these are $60. You know, I designed these myself. I designed these by using a kaleidoscope. And I don't think it's too strong to say that I, Teal Swan, am an incredibly shitty artist.
Oh!
I mean, look, Come on, Teal Swan. What is this? This just come on.
So that was your that was your reading.
That's like
Portrait.
it's not art. That's a technique you've learned.
Yes, it
Some
is a
technique that you
technique.
learn.
It
You
is
just
a
do
channel.
random shit where you go,
Yeah,
I like this random one, this random one.
it is technique.
It's so fucking self-indulgent. Nobody cares about that. Nobody wants to see that thing.
But they do because she buys like she knows the yoga industry. Oh my gosh, I see nose pluckers that I can pluck. Would you like me to?
Sure. Yeah, I want to sell a better alternative to the yoga people. To the apricots and bullshit crowd.
Ghost Rider, you're here. You feel more enlightened for sure. I'm happy to hear that.
You got an example for me, Cloud? Some of my stuff's shitty. You know, everybody has some hits and misses, right?
Yeah.
Usually, the stuff I don't like a lot drift into forgottenness. But can you give me an example? Which art piece are you talking about, Cloud? Oh, that's right. You're just making random sounds. All right, it's 10 o'clock. As soon as we get these hairs out, time to wrap this up. Back the up. Beat it either tap to tap. Wrap it up. Gotta look up. Beat it bit to tap up it up.
It goes away from a different point of view. I got that one.
Thank you, darling.
Welcome.
It feels smooth as a baby's bottom.
Yay.
So shall we make our way into the bedroom and have a bath?
Yeah. Do you think I should take my medication?
Yes. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You should. And then you should try to get as much sleep here on it so that you're not totally zonked out but unavoidably uncomfortable in the car, you know?
Okay.
Well, she lives around here, and I want her to get a chance to meet Host Eric and Rachel too if she wants.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Who is she, Ghost Rider?
Yeah, Ghost Rider.
Why don't you call her ass up and say, yo, Ghost Rider, what up? Ham Bone. Hey, Ham Bone. You know who Ham Bone is. Me, Ham Bone. Oh, Ham Bone. I thought you said Ham Pone. With the ass of the apple juice.
Thanks, babe. Would you be stealing my beer if we drink? No, you don't steal my beers. Were you a beer stealer?
I mean, it's certainly the case that if your beer's sitting there, and it looks like you haven't drank it in a while, you know, and I don't have one in my hand, I'll start drinking yours.
It's okay.
I have to come clean.
Why is I don't notice, but I'm glad you're coming clean. Can I pick another one?
Of course, darling. Why is the channel named TWFP? Well, because I was making this like
What else is
comedy skit thing one day and freestyling it, and at the beginning of it I said, hello and welcome to Talking with Famous People, and these are the guests I have today. I just thought it was, wow, that's a great name for a talk show. You know, so and I talking with famous people.
Yeah.
Right?
It is. What else do you do that I don't know?
What do you mean?
Like that's on par.
When you drinking
Yeah, you have to mess up too.
I mean, like if there aren't any beers left,
I don't care.
I generally won't hose on your beer too much. But I don't want to go outside, and it's just.
I don't mind. I'm not asking about beer. I'm like now. Oh no. What am I so oblivious to?
What are you oblivious to? Me drinking your beers?
Yeah.
I mean, look, we both sometimes forget about beers and start drinking another drink.
And
And then a lot of
tacos,
times
too.
the beer just sort of, it's not clear at that point who's who is, so.
Okay. I'm not really mad.
I'm not really purposefully going, I guess they could
I
drink the
know.
beer.
That's an example of how an ESTP can be like kind of selfish though sometimes. Like
Yeah. I can be a little selfish, for sure. I've been thinking about that in general, too. Like, more like in the other night, the live stream, when you got a good answer to the question, right? But but the problem is, of course, in my mind, I had already framed it as, okay, so this is how the script is playing out. You guys all got it wrong because, of course, you didn't get it wrong, but I guess I think of here and there.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's okay because it came full circle, and I was like, "Hey, wait, you did get a full answer from someone."
You did. You got a real answer from Rachel. Eric. I
What?
accidentally touched Kitty when I put my hand over there, and she didn't even look up at all. Look
She
how
likes
adorable that
that.
beautiful
She
kitty
likes
is.
that jacket. That coat must be very warm for her.
She probably likes the smell of me.
Oh, it's her daddy.
Jerry Pendleburton. I just took the 16 personalities test. I got INFP. What does this mean? It means that there's a somewhat better than 1 in 16 chance that you're an INFP. Don't trust those tests. Those are not good tests, especially for FI users. If you are an INFP, well, then you might very well have typed yourself correctly. But if you're, say, an ESFP or ENFP or a lot of different types, then a lot of types will self-report positive things because they want to believe well of themselves. Nothing wrong with that. And also, there's no context. So it's like, are you creative? Well, compared to whom? Sometimes I try to get around this with, but other people call you creative. But then it's like, if you're an ISTJ, yeah, my friend Steve called me creative and Joe called me creative. They'll remember every instance when somebody has called them creative, and they might answer yes. Where's Rachel? What happened with Rachel? I got to end this live stream. INFPs don't deserve a poor reputation. INFPs are deep. They are intimidating to me a little bit because they don't reveal in real time what kind of judgment they're passing on you. And so they always feel like they'll decide what they think and feel about it later on when they're by themselves and they have a chance to yeah. No, Dark Phoenix. No, I don't. I don't think you're an INFP. Look at the power the Pope holds. I don't think the Pope has a lot of power, really, Cloud. I mean, I guess he's got a lot of power over church affairs, but it's like, what if you do? You can change the brand of the the God wafer or something. That's not that fun. Success, you got inconclusive. Hey, am I an INFP? Well, you look like two turds. Does Did that correlate with INFP? I don't think so. Thank you for hoping that I'm well. I would say that I'm going to offer you general well wishes. It would probably be, well, now I do. Now I hope you're well. But prior to really thinking about it, I probably didn't really hope you were well, but would be more than happy to offer general well wishes. In other words, I wish you well, I guess, or I don't specifically wish you ill. Certainly, I don't know about the secret stuff. You talking about puberty, Cloud? I know about puberty. I went through it once, long ago, in a land far, far away, where everybody was pubescent all the time. Does anybody remember the song "Puberty Love"? Besides me and Winston's mom, does anybody besides me and Winston's mom remember the song "Puberty Love"? I bet Winston's mom remembers it. Who knows that song, "Puberty Love"? Do we have any Puberty Love fans out here? Dark Phoenix, you enjoy Puberty Love? Emailed antics, you were ignored by whom? Puberty? We both would sit and philosophize about human nature. Who? You and the Lord God in heaven above? Oh, Jason Blood, come back over here and sit with me and Jesus and talk to us about philosophy. How young are you guys? Well, I'm 49. How young is that? Thank you, David White. Somebody else knows about Puberty Love. Anybody else know that song? I don't remember how it goes at the moment. I used to be able to sing it, but I haven't listened to it in a long, long time. It has an absolutely fantastic title, you know. INFP wife? No, I will not become your INFP wife, Jason Blood. I do not want to marry you, and I do not want to become an INFP, and I do not want to live in Japan. You're 3 strikes, you're out, buddy. 3 strikes, you're out. I don't want to marry you. I don't want to live in Japan. And I don't want to become an INFP. All right. I'm going to throw out a thesis here. Despite the general consensus, sausage is preferable to pepperoni on pizzas. I think it is. I think it's better. I will be an INFP in the next life. Life 2.0. Okay, let's see your itinerary. Next life is... Ooh, sorry. What? What's the problem? You're going to be an INFP. What? An INFP? I specifically put on my application, no INFP. Thank you, Winston's mom. I've got to listen to Puberty Love right now. It's just unavoidable. I have to listen. Oh, Puberty Love. There's nothing like it. Apparently. Audio wind out Eric. Audio wind out Eric. Okay, so I gotta go. I gotta go take a little bit of sleep before this typing, and then I take a bath anyway. And get all SI up in this shit, get all SI, yeah, sensual style. I'm gonna moisten my dew point with sensuality. Until I talk to you later, remember, picture me holding a stick of Parmesan cheese in my hand. It'll help you sleep. Thanks, David White. Thanks for your well-wishing. Sayonara.